Hey everybody from Holy Trinity, whoever else might be watching right now. It is Wednesday afternoon, about 1 in the afternoon. It is not uncommon, and actually it's almost always, except for Ash Wednesday, in which the sanctuary right now is empty, in which you can look around and see all of the seats and nobody sitting with them. What is odd is that will continue over the next few weeks. Is that when we normally would gather on Wednesday night, and there might be during Lent 40, 50 people gathering. Sunday morning we have close to 200 people gather on between two services. Is that during those times this place will remain empty. And if you're in here when it's used to being full, it can kind of have an eerie feeling. And then I saw something that made me think twice. While it doesn't take away the eerie feeling, it does make me think about more, what are we here for and what are we supposed to be doing? For what the quote was, and I don't know who said it, but the quote was, maybe it's about time that we're able to show the world the church was never supposed to be about a building. And maybe this is what we have the opportunity before us right now. So often we associate church with coming to worship on a Wednesday night or a Sunday morning, and then we go about the rest of our lives. And church is a place where we go. But that is never what it was originally meant to be. For the church comes from the word ecclesia, which means the called out ones, which means while we come in to learn, we are called out to live our lives. That is, when we are not in this building, that we learn and we live our lives as Christians, which means loving our neighbors, which means trying to work toward peace and forgiveness, having empathy and patience. And I know that's hard at a time in which fear seems to be ruling the day. But let us remember that God seems to have a habit of speaking peace into fear and chaos. In fact, that is how the first story of the Bible begins. When we read from Genesis, and a spirit hovered over the waters. Those waters were waters of chaos. Things were not in order. They were not how they intended to be. And God speaks and order came about. Good things came forth, light and dark, humans and animals and plants and water and all of those. And as humans, we are called to take care of God's creation. Let us heed that call again now at this time in which fear seems to be gripping so much of our lives. May we be people who remember our call to be the called out ones, to take care of others, however that might be, in new ways that we have not tried before. While we may not be able to be physically close to each other, there are ways in which we need to take care of each other that don't require being physically close. Let us look for those ways. May you receive those ways. Thank you for listening. God bless.